Good day, good day, good day, my lovely friends. Thought with the King and Queen in Australia, where I am, it would be a good opportunity to read on their energy and also the energy surrounding their trip. There's been a bit of bad press. Today's headline here in Australia is "Only a Shadow, Grim Sign in King Charles and Queen Camilla's Tour," and they're talking about the pared back itinerary. I don't understand why they're making such an issue of the pared back itinerary. We were told that it was going to be a pared back itinerary before the King and Queen left England. He's got cancer. We're lucky he's come at all. Anyway, I just want to read the energy around this headline. 6 of Cups. It says, I remember and treasure past happiness, and it's upside down. So I don't know where there's definitely some negative sentiment going on. And I don't feel that this is really the Australian people's view. This is more the media, and I'm not sure why. 5 of Wands upside down. And it says, I like these cards because it's got a little explanation there. I stand my ground and look for peace. So there's something that's a little bit of unrest around this energy. This media is trying to stir up trouble where there is no trouble. And King Charles has already said if Australia wants to become a republic, he will honour that. And there's reports about the Republican movement in Australia, but I don't think it's as strong as people think it is. Page of Swords. I take care of detail and stay in control, it says. Yeah, this is a very immature kind of energy on the part of the media. They're trying to stir up stuff to get headlines. And, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. That's what media does, but really, what happened to reporting the truth? Okay, so what is behind the premiers of the various states? What's behind them not going and greeting King Charles in the reception? Page of Cups. I am as young as I choose to feel, it says. Again, very immature. They were just worried about the optics of it, but the ridiculousness is that there was a referendum, I think it was back in 1999, which said that the country wanted to remain under the monarch. And so the premiers haven't read the room, I think. 9 of Cups. Trust and follow the flow of life. Yeah, so again, they're just... The premiers are following the media hype. And what the media doesn't trumpet or announce is that the Premier of New South Wales will be hosting the King and Queen later this week. 6 of Pentacles. I give and receive for the universal good. What happened to just common decency, common courtesy? And I think the Premier of New South Wales, which is our largest state, will find no backlash from hosting the King, and it might even do good to his reputation. So, okay, how are the King and Queen feeling? I just think it's so un-Australian to kick a man when he's down, to criticise his pared back itinerary when he's pared it back because of cancer. So the King and Queen, they're observing what's happening. The King said he would release the country from being under the monarch if we wanted to. But they can see, it says also duality. They can see in the two different directions, looking in the past, looking in the future. And it was pretty brave of them to come because they didn't know how they would be received. And it's always difficult to follow in the footsteps of Queen Elizabeth, the late great Queen Elizabeth. How else are the King and Queen feeling? Enhanced, wonder, gateway. yeah, so this has been a place that King Charles has always enjoyed, and he's come back to it with fresh eyes. I think he's really enjoying it. He's really enjoying it. It's and with this bird here, he's got a sense of freedom of being out of England and just back on the road, back on a royal tour. This at the back here is like a halo, so you know they're calling it the farewell tour, which I thought was a little bit mean, but this may well be his last tour to Australia with a halo at Cannes, foreshadow somebody passing away. Also the owl, remember when the owl called my name? When the owl calls your name, you might be passing away soon. So I don't know, we'll ask the cards about the king's health in a minute. So there's the owl, celestial. Okay, it might be, look at that lady, look how sad she looks. I wonder if coming to Australia was a mistake for his health. This looks like sad Queen Camilla when King Charles is not here. Okay, King Charles's health and his trip to Australia. His health and how this trip, and also to the islands, to Tonga, how this trip will affect his health. The temple path. Again, very celestial, very spiritual. It could be nothing sinister in that, but look at the spirits. Yeah, could be his mother, his father, and him. So I wonder if this trip is going to be too much for him. The hero of the ages. Okay, well, maybe it will heal, bring some healing, bring some closure to him in some way. But I'm not getting that this is a physical healing. What else, cards? What else? King Charles's health is this trip. How is this trip going to affect King Charles's physical health? Anxiety. I think that's Queen Camilla. She's worried about it. She's worried about it. So the cards aren't going to tell us how it's going to affect his health, excepting that there's lots of spiritual stuff happening, and hopefully that just means he's finding it a healing spiritual journey as well as a physical journey, and there's nothing more sinister. And I'm going to pull one more card. My feel is that and fellow Aussies, please comment below, but my feel is that there is no massive anti-monarchy sentiment here in Australia. There's a small vocal minority of a Republican movement, which you're always going to get. And what do you think of how the King and Queen are being treated in the media? I just think it's so unfair. Goals, they're gonna reach their goals while they're here. Progress is positive, and personal goals will be achieved. Okay, so yeah, it's from that card. That's fantastic. Looks like it's going to go well, and they have received a warm reception. I'll see if a card jumps out. Otherwise, I'll do the underlying. I just think it's really poor form to kick the king when he's down, to make such a massive big deal about his paid back itinerary when we knew this was going to be the case. Please like if you do and subscribe if you haven't. Flowers, be generous. Success and emotional fulfillment are yours. So yeah, I'm really getting that this is going to be, Charles is going to have no regrets about having come here. Plain. A journey is indicated, either physically or metaphorically. Your life will become more full. Yeah, so he's on a journey and he's enjoying the journey. Thank you all for listening and sending you love and blessings. May the angels walk with you now and every day.